best hitting first baseman last year as a freshman, but this year it seems you've hit a new level. What has been involving the process with you from year 1 to year 2?
Just the reps, like you get better as you see the different pitching and all this stuff, and you learn more. So I learn more about myself and how I need to approach the game. So just doing that stuff and doing the work off the field to better myself and just bring it all together and be more consistent with it all.
How beneficial was playing Mississippi State and playing UAB specifically for you in the sense of testing it out?
Yeah, it's huge because when you see your guys, you see the same guys every day. It's kind of different. I also get a little bit more of like a juice from the fans and playing like that. Like I like that type of environment more. So it just kind of brings more to me and brings more to me. And so it's kind of got more people playing behind me. And it's not just I'm getting one AB and doing whatever. It just like kind of makes you feel good.
How do you feel at first after a year playing that position? Do you feel a little bit more comfortable?
Yeah, super comfortable at first. I feel like no matter what is hit to me, like I'll make like I don't have any issues over there.
I know you and Cal built up a good rapport last year. What did you see from Jason Gabe today from the middle of the infield?
Yeah, they look good. They've been looking good all year. They've been doing, worked some hard over there in the middle of the field because he was a middle guy, so he hones it on the middle of the field, and he's been doing a good job with them, and they're both growing every day in practice.
Hey Myles, before your 2-run home run today, stepping up to the plate, what was your approach against the pitcher?
I saw that he was a lefty, and he kind of didn't have a great feel for his curveball, so I kind of knew that he was going to try to go fastballs away because that's what he'd been doing the whole time because he just couldn't really get his curveball over. So he got ahead. I don't know what the count was. It was 1-1, 2-1. And I thought he might throw a curveball then just because he was ahead or whatever. And then he threw the fastball over, and I kind of just saw it and kind of went with it.
As you guys close this out over the next week, what's important for you guys to do in that time?
Just figure out the things we need to work on individually as a team, just building on those things. If the coaches say whatever we need to do this or that, we need to do those things and find those things and work on those things so when it comes spring that we don't have any issues.
What's it like being one of the more experienced guys now on this team?
Yeah, it's different for sure. Last year you have all those guys like Lodi, Max, Gage, Jackson, Drew, like all those guys in front of you, so it's kind of like you're just learning from them and trying to do off what they do. And now, after doing that, now it's kind of I'm the guy that those younger kids and other guys look at. So it's kind of cool, and I embrace that role to be a leader and have those guys follow me and from example and just do what I do.
How did it feel being back in Dick Hauser and hearing the ovations when you were coming up to bat?
Yeah, it felt awesome. I love that. I live for that. That's kind of what you work for, is to get to that stage and have people chant your name and all that stuff. So it's awesome to kind of get back to that, and we get 30 or however many more games of that, so I can't wait.
When you have so many new transfers coming in, and then obviously you mentioned you're one of the more experienced guys, how much can you learn from this team, and how much does it help these fall scrimmages against other programs?
Yeah, it helps out a lot. Just working off your guys today, because we got a good group of guys, defensively, offensively, so just working against those guys when you go play other guys that are still good, but you got good guys facing you. It's not as hard difficult because you're facing good guys already. So it's good to have that experience and see those guys and know what you're working with. And when you go face other guys, it's not as difficult.
And Brayden, just today 2 for 4, but you had a lot of hard hit balls. How were you feeling it at the plate, and just overall your experience at Hauser today?
Yeah. First time at Hauser in front of our home fans. That was an awesome feeling. Especially being a leadoff hitter, my first taste of that, being the first batter was really cool. And I was able to hit a few balls hard today, which is always a good feeling. And just trying to stick to my approach and no one kind of understanding my approach and what I do well, my strengths, my weaknesses, and getting good pitches to hit, and just taking advantage of those pitches. So it's good feeling today.
As you guys wrap up fall ball, what is it that you think as a group you guys need to do closing out the right way?
Yeah, I think it's more consistency. I think you saw it a little bit today. We go away in a couple innings. I think it's just the focus aspect of just staying in there. You see this lineup, you see the pitching staff that we have. It's up there with anyone in the country. If not the best in the country. So we know what we're capable of. We're ready to compete in the season. We can't wait. I think it's just the consistency and the focus aspect. You see we can have big innings. Offensively, we can have shutdown innings with the pitching staff and the defense. So it's just really just putting it all together.
In what ways has Coach Jarrett and the staff helped you since you've been here?
Oh yeah, they've been awesome. Going through the recruiting process again as a transfer player, I knew what I was looking for and wherever I was going next. And Coach Jarrett and the coaching staff was everything that I was looking for. Being a Midwest guy, I already had a little bit of understanding of what Coach Jarrett was about when he was at Notre Dame, and he's won Coach of the Year for multiple times for a reason. The entire coaching staff is right there with you, every step of the way. And a big thing in the recruiting process was they just wanted to help me to continue to be the best player that I can be, and that's what I was looking forward to just continue to develop. And I think here you look at the players that they've had come through here, the players that they've had at Notre Dame. It's unmatched in the country. So when Florida State starts recruiting you, you know what Coach Jarrett's about. It's a really tough no to say no to that. So yeah.
How'd you feel defensively with out there with Brody and Noah today?
Yeah, I think those two are great. Brody did a great job. Obviously, I think when you're playing the outfield, especially with new outfielders like I am, it takes a little bit of time to have that communication, especially that with the crowd now. So it was good, and I think we have one of the best defensive outfield collectively in the country. So it was really good. Just we can really track down any ball. So knowing each other and how well we are defensively, it takes a burden off you as a center fielder when you got a left fielder and right fielder that can track stuff down in the gaps. So I think we did a great job today defensively.
How valuable is it to get to play against other D1 competition? Obviously, inter-squad scrimmages are great, but what do you learn about your guys when you're playing against another team?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's funny when you're playing an inter-squad. The pitchers. There's not a whole lot of fans, but playing Mississippi State, playing UAB, going together as a team and going to play another Division I college. That's super important. And obviously in the fall you don't get a lot of opportunities to really go on and take on another team collectively. And obviously with so many new guys that we have, I think 20-something new guys. I mean that's a big part is how we play together, how we gel together. And I think you saw that today. It's our second game together, and you saw big spurts offensively, great job defensively, and pitching as well. So it's super important to go and play really good competition. Mississippi State and UAB, both really good Division I programs, and it's just an early test for us in the fall. That's what we need. We want to play the best if you want to be the best. So it's really good to go and play other really good D1 programs.
I think it was the experience playing at it's called the Water Stadium last week.
Yeah, that was incredible. I don't know if I've really played in an atmosphere like that with both Mississippi State fans and Florida State fans. I think that was really cool. I definitely, my first inning out there, I just took it all in because that was really cool to see, especially not playing at a college stadium. Obviously, a minor league park is really special and really cool. So that was incredible. Obviously, Mississippi State, great opponent, great coaching staff over there, and that was super fun for all of us to go and two of the premier programs in the country battling out in the fall. I think that's really cool, and that's something all of college baseball wants to see is these top programs duking it out. So that was super fun, and the atmosphere was unmatched, no doubt.
He's right over there, but just talk about watching Myles hit and some of the things he does.
Yeah, he's incredible, man. I think it takes the ease off me being a leadoff hitter, knowing that you guys got guys like Myles behind you. It simplifies your approach. It simplifies your job. Simply get on base. And Brody, who hit the fly ball to center field, I remember thinking back going to second, I was like, there's no shot I'm tagging at all because I know who's up next. So it's really cool to just see him go through his process, work every day. Obviously being then a lefty, being able to see how he works. Obviously we're very different hitters and how we go about our business, but it's really cool to have that behind you, knowing you have that protection, and like I said, it simplifies your approach and what you're trying to do at the plate. So I think it's awesome to be a hitter in front of him and being able to just understand I don't have to do too much. I don't have to be someone I'm not. Just get on base and we all know who Myles Bailey is and what he can do. So it's special.